Welcome back to This Day Live. Our next guest is a poet, writer and performer who's hoping to raise awareness on racial inequality through a unique form of poetry and music.
Sounds intriguing. Well, Josette Joseph has released Bricks and Bullets to shine a light on identity and racism within society. Before we speak to Josette, let's get a quick taster of what it's all about.
Home is where the heart is, in this body, where skin is painted the colour of con artists. They paint pictures of our skin in the shape of animals, yet pick at our bodies like harvest. This strange fruit tastes bitter. This pillage hard to swallow, the taste of bullets familiar on skin. It can't forget gunshots on its surface. As blood is seduced from veins, flesh divorced from bones. Now what is left but broken homes as our earth is.
Josette, welcome to the programme.
Thank you for having me.
The issue there looks at police brutality. It's been such a huge talking point in America, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What are the themes that you look at within the production?
I mainly look at police brutality and the fact that a lot of the black race, they are targeted more than the other racial counterparts. And the fact that the inequality is so severe, but there's not a national outcry about it in the way that there should be. So I really just wanted to shine a light on that and just make sure that the story is represented because it is literally a matter of life and death. So I just thought it was really important to speak about it and raise awareness on all of that.
It's really important. It's interesting. Gav touched on what's happening in the US, but it happens here in the UK, doesn't
Exactly.
it? And of course, you're a UK artist.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your upbringing, the kind of people you're surrounded by, what influenced you particularly to say, no, I really need to make a point about this?
The influences that I gained living in the UK, I really enjoy it and I really love it. But as I grew up, I started to understand that we live in a post-colonial era, and the effects of that are still present. You feel it in some looks, some comments, things that people aren't really aware of. There are stereotypes and stigmas attached to the colour of your skin, which I think is quite illogical, but it's based on the past and it repeats in the present day. So those things have affected me as well, but only as I got older did I notice that these things were having an effect in the workplace, out on the road, when you get on the tube, things like that. So I really just wanted to display that and show that these things we need to get to the root of the issue and try and transform the way that people think about race, because essentially it is just the surface of your skin, and I think there shouldn't be such an issue with it.
Wow.
When you look at your art form as such, the spoken word performance, how would you describe your particular way of doing things? It's quite an interesting one to get your head around, isn't it? Because it's not quite music, it's not quite rapping, it's not quite sort of singing, is it? It's a bit of everything, isn't it?
It is a bit of everything. My inspirations come from my dad. He raised me to listen to a lot of music, also my mum. So I really wanted to put poetry with music to make it more interesting for the listener, but also to make me enjoy it more. I used to like rapping a lot when I was younger, but then I started writing poetry and I found it more interesting, the metaphors that you can use. So like in this poem, I use the metaphor of the home and relate it to the body. I'm saying that our skin is kind of like the bricks of a house, and that we should be kind of protected and safe inside our homes because these are our bodies that we live in from our birth until our death. So yeah, I just kind of transform it with music to try and make it sound more interesting and really just create a unique experience for the listener, and whoever wants to kind of look into reading, they can imagine music with it as well.
Do you think following the you could say murder of Mark Duggan and the riots in Tottenham, do you think the relations between police and black youths have improved? Do you think they've deteriorated?
I don't think that they've improved at all. I don't think that there has been anything significant to overcome that situation that's happening. In fact, that situation occurred countless times prior to that as well. If anything, I feel like it's become quieter. We don't speak about it as much. It happened, the riots happened, and now we move on. And that's often the common, that's often what happens. We talk about it and it's a massive outcry on the media, and then all of a sudden it just goes silent. And the same thing happens. And I think what I wanted to display in this poem is the fact that we focus on police, but we should also focus on the structures that enforce the police and look at really the root of the issue and what's happening there and how the police are conditioned and how we react to the police as well. So that's the same here and overseas, and I think I just wanted there to be the US to know there's a solidarity between the UK and over there, and there should be a global kind of solidarity of anyone going through injustice.
Very inspiring,
Thank you very
Josette.
much.
So where do you perform? Where can people catch
Actually,
all your talents?
Actually, I'm with a collective called 6 Weeks. There's poets, there's singers, there's graphic designers, and we actually had our first show yesterday in Peckham in the Bussey building, and it went amazingly.
Wow.
Like, we had a massive crowd. We put together our work, so you can find us on 6weeks.com. We all also have our individual profiles on there. From that, you can find our other details. Myself, you can find my writing online. I have a Tumblr, I'm setting up a website, and I should have some books out as well. So there's a lot of stuff online.
Very talented young lady.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Josette, much appreciated.
Thank you.